Hi, so I filmed this video originally on Thursday and I watched the footage back and basically none of it was salvageable, and originally I was going to re-film some of the clips and try to make something out of it, but I decided just to re-film the whole video in total. I wanted to try and film at a spot that I usually don't film in. My plan was I was going to film this video and film the clips in different spots around my house, and that was my plan. I'm going to be doing the 20 facts, 20 questions about me video. I went through a bunch of different get to know me tags and I grabbed a bunch and I tried to grab some questions I would usually avoid and not answer, so hopefully this video is somewhat interesting. Alright, I lowered it just a little bit because I felt like you guys were a bit too high up and I've tilted it, so hopefully it doesn't look too bad. You guys are on the end of my ottoman, by the way. I have my bed and then I have my ottoman at the end and then it's facing my chest of drawers. I have a lot of clutter up here at the moment because I don't know if you guys will be able to see, there's a mark here. That's where my shelf used to sit, and then a lot of my trinkets were sitting up here. So they're currently sitting on the dresser. I'm filming. I wrote down 25 questions. These aren't in order, so if it does seem kind of random, sorry. The original plan was I was going to be kind of jumping around in different spaces around the house while I filmed this video. So I might do this again with another video. I was going to say video tag at the same time. I might do this again with a tag video and try to redo it, so here's hoping. Right, what is your zodiac sign? I am a Cancer, the crab zodiac. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have 2 siblings. I'm the baby of my family. I have an older brother by 10 years and an older sister by 8 years, so I'm a baby. Do you play any sports and what teams do you support? I used to play a lot of sports when I was younger. I did gymnastics for about 2 years, and then I did soccer for about 2 years, and then I did a little bit of swimming for about 1.5 years until I had a bit of an incident and I stopped really doing swimming lessons. And then I went into high school and all my sports that I did was actually through PE, but I also would walk home from school after school, and that was a 40-minute walk, so that was my exercise. What teams do I support? I watch a lot of AFL and I'm really excited for the next season to start. And the sports team that I support in AFL is Port Adelaide. I'm sorry for anyone that gets that. How old are you? I am 27. Maybe 28 this year, so. How tall are you? I'm 5'1". What would you like to accomplish by the end of the year? I am currently doing driving lessons at the moment. I know, long story short. I wanted to originally go for my license when I was 16, and basically as I was about to go for it, me and my dad were in a car crash and I couldn't sit in the front of a car for a really long time without having a panic attack. So it took me a really long time to want to get back into driving, and in the last 3 years I've really got back into it. But every time I started doing my lessons, my life gets kind of busy and I just drop my lessons and I've started picking it up, stopping, picking it up, stopping. So it's been kind of a long time, but basically my hope is by the end of the year that I will have enough hours that by the end of the year, this is the broad goal, I'm hoping that I can get my Ps sometime this year. But my goal, if that can't happen, is that I hope that I have enough hours that by the end of the year I can take the test and go for it next year if I can't get my Ps this year. Because honestly, I just want to get my hours done. Do you have any hobbies? Yes, I have a lot of hobbies. I guess the biggest hobby I have is YouTube. I've been doing YouTube since I was 16, so about 10 years. And I really like doing reading, colouring, baking, and what else do I like? I don't know, does walking count as a hobby? I like going for walks. Are you an early bird or a night owl? I'm an early bird. I actually am trying to get myself so I can wake up as early as possible naturally. I really want to start being a person that goes to bed early and wakes up at 6 in the morning, because with my job I have to get up early anyway, so if I could be a naturally early bird, that would be kind of fun. But yeah, I just don't really have a reason to be up late or out late. I'm never doing anything at night, so I think an early bird for me. What is your biggest pet peeve? Probably people making assumptions about me. And the thing is, I don't mind it so much if it's people on the internet, but when it's people who can talk and interact with me in real life, like at my job or something, I hate it. But it's never the same assumption, but it's people being like, oh, I assume you're like this, I assume you're like this. And I don't really like it because it makes me feel like, what is it that I keep doing that makes you think that, or what have I done that makes you think that? But then I also don't like to correct people, which I know is such a weird thing for me to say, because usually a lot of people love to correct people. I don't. I feel bad if I have to tell someone that they've done something wrong. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I will be 32? Wait. 29. Oh, wait. I'll be 28 this year. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32? 32, 33 in 5 years. I would hope that I moved out and I could afford to live on my own. I hope that I could drive. I hope that I'm living on my own, I guess, is the big thing. I hope that I've moved out of home by now. What is your favourite colour? My favourite colour is green, but like very particular shades of green. I really like the colour like sage green or forest green. Fun fact about me, I don't like the like basic green colour. That's my unpopular opinion, is I love green, but I don't like grass green, like that really basic green. I hate it. But I love sage green or forest green. That's probably my toxic trait. Where do I work and am I currently studying? I work in childcare and I'm actually currently studying my diploma in early education and care. Where am I from? I'm from South Australia, or Australia. Have you ever been to another country? Yes. My mum was actually born in Scotland, so we have family over there, and every second year we would go and travel to Scotland to go see them for Christmas and New Year's. I would be there for a few weeks. So yes, I've been to Scotland, but there was a few years ago, I think it was when I was like 10, maybe younger, we decided to do a trip where we drove down from Scotland to London, and we stayed at London for like 24 hours or a day, and then we went back to Scotland. We literally left, I think, literally travelled all the way down Scotland, go to England, and then came back to Scotland. What was a bad year for you? A bad year for me, and I realised this at the end of 2024, was any year that has ended in or had the number 4 in it has always been really rough for me, and I am genuinely really scared for 2040 because I don't know if I'm going to survive. But in 2024 I actually had to leave my last job, and I had a lot of people in my life leave, and a lot of like relationships and friendships like fall apart, and basically it felt like my entire life got taken out below me, so I had to completely rebuild. And then in 2014 I was 16 and I was in high school, and I was undiagnosed with anxiety and depression, so I was not doing very well. And then in 2004 my mum passed away, so that was not great. So any year with the number 4 in it has not been very good for me, and I really not looking for the 2040s. What's my favourite food? My favourite food is any type of sandwich, I would have to say. I've actually thought about this question. Obviously when I already filmed this video, I didn't know what the answer was, and I realised that my answer would be sandwiches. My favourite food is sandwiches. I love so many different types of sandwiches. I love a good Subway sandwich, I love a good basic sandwich like a BLT, I love a good wrap, I love a good baguette, I love a good banh mi, like anything that's bread. My favourite drink, I would probably have to say vanilla Coke, but as of recently, my favorite drink has slowly become, I think it's Coke Zero Sugar. Coke Zero, Coke No Sugar, the red and black one. I like that one. I actually ordered food once from like Uber Eats, and they gave me a no sugar one instead of a regular Coke, and I was like, that's fine, I can have this. And I tried it and I was like, it's actually not that bad. Now I have it like all the time. What was your dream job as a child? What was my childhood dream job? My dream job when I was a kid was, I actually really wanted to work with animals. I wanted to either be a zookeeper or a vet, but my big dream was that I actually wanted to travel to different countries in Africa, and I wanted to work at conservations in Africa. I literally had this planned out. I was going to start in South Africa, and I was going to go like Zimbabwe, Tanzania, and then Kenya. And my plan was I just wanted to go to as many like African countries that worked on conservations as possible, and just travel around Africa was one of my dreams. Are you a sweet or salty person? I am a salty girl. Love salt. Oh my, I don't know if you get, did you guys see my shoulder just crack? I am a massive salt person. I don't really like sweet things. I'm not a big sweet girl. I don't mind some sweet stuff, but I actually get kind of unwell if I eat a lot of sweet stuff. Like, it makes me feel quite sick. And I don't know if it's because I have this one memory when I was a kid where I went out with my dad and we went to our local lolly shop and we bought a bunch of lollies, and I remember coming home and I just ate all of them. And then later that night I actually got really sick, and I think I probably got sick with like the flu or something. It wasn't related to the lollies, but I did not feel very well. And I remember lying on the couch starting to feel unwell and drinking a Coke and just feeling really sick. But ever since then, I don't like to eat a lot of lollies because I'm worried I'm gonna get sick like that. If the seasons never changed, which one would you pick? So if the seasons all stayed the same and I was stuck in one season, which one would I pick? I would probably pick autumn or spring, because I am a winter baby. I love the cold, I love winter, I love just being all cozy and stuff. But I am someone that gets kind of tired of it, and I really like the in-between seasons, where it can be like not too hot, not too cold, and it's just that kind of in the middle. So I would probably say spring, because I really do like spring in the way of like, I love seeing things bloom in spring. I love how green it is. I love green, I love nature. I love like rainy days and stuff like that. So I think I would just probably say spring, because spring days can be kind of cold, but I can see everything blooming and everything coming back from winter. So if I was to be stuck in a forever season, I would say spring. Are you named after anyone, and what is the origin/meaning? Me and my sister actually had this conversation, and me and my siblings are actually named after biblical characters. So my brother's name is David, like David and Goliath, and my sister's name is Susanna, but her name's not spelled like the book, it's spelled differently. But her name is from the book of Daniel, and I think my brother's name is from Samuel, like the first book of Samuel, or something like that, I can't remember. And then my book is my name is obviously from Adam and Eve, like Genesis, like the, you know, that old thing. I believe, if I remember correctly, my name meaning, I know it's Hebrew, and I think it means life or living, or like, was it life bringer or something like that. Something weird that you do and you wonder if others do it. Oh, I almost fell over. Something weird that I do that I wonder if other people do it. I do a lot of weird things. There's nothing I ever wonder if other people do it, because I found out that other people do it. One of the things that I do, and I never really thought of this as weird until a few years ago, but when I drink my coffee, only at home by the way, I won't do this in public, but when I drink my coffee, I will drink it with a straw. And it's because when I had braces years ago, my orthodontist basically was like, if you drink anything that's not water, you have to drink it with a straw. So that became something I was doing. And then I found out that coffee and like all that kind of stuff can stain your teeth. So I just was drinking a lot of like soft drinks and coffee and stuff with a straw. And I stopped doing it for a while, but then I started doing it again. And I remember not really thinking much of it, but then I had a few people kind of point it out and be like, that's kind of weird. And then I was like, oh, I guess it is. But then I looked it up, and apparently I think it's actually recommended that you drink coffee and stuff with the straw, like it can stop staining and stuff. But I know there's a few people that drink their coffee with a straw. One of my favourite creators, Madison Bush, I actually watched her videos and I saw her doing it, and I was like, me and you, babe, me and you. Alright, what has changed about you in 10 years, and or what stays the same, or what is the same? 10 years ago, oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm like falling over. 10 years ago, it was 2016. Okay, in 2016, I actually got diagnosed with anxiety and depression, finally. So I guess, I don't know when I got diagnosed, like what part of the year. So if we were to be accurate of like, oh, in February of 2016, I might not be diagnosed yet. But I guess 10 years ago, I was not very mentally well. I was having a bit of a mental health crisis. My hair was dyed. I used to dye my hair bright colours, different colours. I'm really surprised I even have any hair left. I bleached my hair, I dyed my hair. What else? My mental health was bad. I dyed my hair. I didn't really know what my future was going to be like. So I guess if I was to say what's the same, me, I guess. I'm still here. I don't know. I guess my love for a few things is the same. I don't know. 10 years I've changed a lot. Like a lot of things have changed about me, I guess, because I've gone through a lot. But I don't know. Why do I look like I have a fisheye lens? I look like I've got a bit of a fisheye lens going on. What's the same about me from 10 years ago? I don't know. I've changed a lot in 10 years, so I couldn't tell you. Alright, my favourite movie or TV show. My favourite movie and TV show, sorry. My favourite movie, hands down, is Labyrinth with David Bowie. I always say that because I have said Labyrinth is my favourite movie and people think Pan's Labyrinth, and I'm like, no, Jim Henson's Labyrinth with David Bowie is my favourite movie. I love it so much. Like, I love that movie. My favourite TV show, I don't have one. I have a lot of TV shows I like, and it kind of will like change. I think my TV shows, I do have a lot that I love that it changes. It can't just, I am someone that rarely has the same favourite thing for a long time. It will change as time goes on. And some things I can't always have the same favourite thing for very long because it'll change. And I feel like if it's something that's like, sometimes I really love, like, I really like The Simpsons, I like Bob's Burgers, Futurama, I really like Law and Order SVU, NCIS, what other shows do I like? I like Gilmore Girls. I don't know, I like a lot of things, so like my favourite TV show will kind of change as time goes on. Like, I might be really loving a certain TV show, but I have a lot of favourites, I don't just have one. Alright, do I play any video games, and what is my favourite? Yes, I play video games. I would have to say if I had to pick a favourite, I know this is such a broad answer, but probably Pokemon games. I've played a lot of Pokemon games in my time. I love a lot of Pokemon games. One of my favourites is probably Pokemon Sun and Moon, because that was one of the pure, like, proper Pokemon games I ever played. Pokemon Snap is another one. I've been wanting to play that again, because I think that would be really fun to get back into. I recently have been going through a Stardew Valley phase, so I really like Stardew Valley. I like Animal Crossing New Leaf, New Horizons. What else is there? Minecraft I really like. What else is there? I don't know, I like a lot of Mario games, I really like. There's a lot of games I've played. Crash Bandicoot, I used to play that a lot as a kid. That is all the questions that I have written down. I hope you guys have liked this video. I'm kind of sad that I couldn't be able to film in different areas of the house, but hopefully this video still turned out alright, and hopefully you guys like it, and if you did, give it a big old thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time I film another one. Bye.